How y'all doing? It's Coach D. You already know how we do it. It's Code 31, and this is episode 6. And I got very special guests with me tonight. So, E, introduce yourself and introduce your guests.
Okay. Hey, everybody. This is Eric Black. You can online. My handle is Eric Black 1947. In reference to a space crash that happened in Roswell, New Mexico, and I'm here to talk about art. Me and Dawn go way back. Yeah. Like, I opened up an art gallery on Sutphin Boulevard. Everyone thought I was crazy, but we inspired the people. We did something great. We rocked for like a year and a half, and then we just went digital. I'm a full-time creative person. I do digital art, fine arts. I mean, I do everything. This is just my life. And you know, I've been working on a lot of projects, and then through a mutual friend, I met my partner in JTCD Black Productions, Davina, and she has a whole family of actors and people who are in the creative space. Okay. And she has a lot of friends. Okay. And that's when we decided to put things together. Okay. Because I didn't have the connections. Okay. So I was doing the art, but I was on an island. Okay. So now we have her with the connections and the family built in. And we just started building. So this is Davina London.
Hi.
Hello, your actual last name is London?
No, so because I'm from London, that's my nickname.
Okay,
yes. Oh no.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Yeah. Oh man.
So no, that's my nickname, but that's what everybody calls me because obviously I'm from London.
I love the accent.
Thank you.
And shout out to London because I have a friend, Rebecca, and I always say, Rebecca from London. I love her accent.
So I actually just went to London. I came back, I went last weekend. Okay. And I'm going again in a few more weeks. I'm taking him with me. Okay. He's coming out and my baby over here. Yes. This is Callie. You would think I would have called her London, but this is Callie. Okay. So, we met, how long now? It's been like 15 years?
Yeah, it's been a minute,
He's into the art. My sons are into the arts, acting. My daughter's into acting. Okay. I came out here, like I just was saying, with Marley Ma through hip hop. Hip hop is like life. I like
50 years.
Yes.
So are you going to be, contributing or being part of any of the 50th anniversaries?
I mean, we would like to. Like, we were really excited to do the mural, like, because it had LL Cool J and Q-Tip, and it was really nice to teach my teenagers about LL Cool J because they didn't, and even though they helped paint him, they didn't know.
They didn't know who he was?
No.
Wow.
So we actually had to school, and they were like, okay. But like my kids, they know like DMX, that kind of hip hop, but not LL Cool J kind of hip hop. But now they like it, right?
Yeah, like, you know me, I took them through the motions. I gave them like the crash course. I put on Bad, my radio, and I'm letting them know like, this is what it is, because he was there from the beginning, from Rock the Bells to now, and he's still around doing his thing. Right. So they had to know. Remember, all the kids today, they're kind of into like the new, what they call it, the mumble rap.
Drill.
Some of it's cool, but that's not where I'm from. I'm an EPMD man.
You already know.
You know how we get down.
We go back. So let me ask her and her daughter a few questions, and then we're going to get to you because you're the meat and potatoes of this interview. What made you want to do or be involved in hip hop?
When I was 14 in London, I think my first hip hop was I heard a song by Snoop Dogg, If My Homies Can't Have None. Okay. And so I came from a very white father and black mother. And so my dad was like really proper. So I wrote all the lyrics down to this song and would sing it around the house. So can you imagine that song?
That song is offensive, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But we love it.
But I was 14 years old and my dad was like, is that? And I was like, and that was it. I was just from Snoop. I love, you saw the one? And I wrote down every lyric and sang it around my house, not thinking anything. Oh, look. So then after that, it was just me. I don't know if you heard of Tim Westwood. Like, he's like a big.
Yes, I did.
So at 16, I always wanted to do radio, all that. So Tim Westwood had me interning at the radio station in London. And then from there, every single artist that would come in, I would meet him. And then I met Marley Ma. and told him that the love of hip hop, and that was it. I was like his little kid, and I was 16, and he would take me everywhere. He took me to Paris, and I told him, I'll need you to bring me to New York one day. And that he did, and I never left.
Nice.
And he introduced me to everybody. I'm talking about Jay-Z, like everybody, and he let me live with his aunts and stuff in Jamaica, Queens. And
where I'm from, Southside.
Yeah. And now there's this little girl from London, like, oh my God. So it was just, you know.
Did you have culture shock?
You know, from the minute I got here, I knew I loved it. You know, I was all like, I dressed like Kalia. Like, I had the abs, the baggy pants to here. I used to wear the bandana. I had long, straight black hair. Like, my kids look at the picture and they're like, and that was me all the time. Okay. And so, yeah, this was like, it was meant to be. And then, you know, fast forward now, I have my own kids, my 2 sons and my daughter, and they're all into...
But you can't fast forward because you said you work for Shade 45.
Oh, yes. Okay, so, yeah, okay. Okay, so then, we have another friend now, Mazi, who works for Def Jam. So back then, he was like, yo, you're so dope at this radio stuff. Let me put you on... Well, I actually met him through DMX. So DMX was a boyfriend for like 3 years. So I had,
Really?
Yes.
You gotta talk about that.
We'll talk about that. But
Oh, yeah.
So
I would have loved to interview DMX.
Oh, he was the best.
Loved to
he
get
really was. I'll tell you a real quick story. I know we're jumping around, but he met afterwards. We broke up. We always stayed friends. So a few years ago, he was filming in Queens. So I'm like, my friend's like, oh, DMX is over here filming, and I'm like, oh my God, I know him. So she was like, I went to the security. You know, people say whatever. I'm like, no, I really like know him. Mm-hmm. And they were like, he was in. I think he was with Jamie Foxx, one of them. They were filming. They were like, he wants to see a photo first. So I'm like, okay, take a photo. So they went to give it to him, and he came running out. So I used to call him Apple. He was like, hey, so he ran out, and I have my 2 sons. He was with, at that time, I guess, his then girlfriend of his kids. Mm-hmm. So he comes and whispers in my ear and says, are any of them kids mine? And I'm like, to my sons, and I'm like, no. And he was like, hey, some boys. And like, he hugs my sons, and they were like, okay. And then from there, he took out my sons to eat with us and everything. So like, for my sons, that's like a really big thing that stayed with him. She wasn't born yet. So with them, he took them out to eat. And like, my sons were like, they didn't really get it yet because they were still quite young. And then like, now my sons are really big. They're teenagers, DMX fan. He's like, Mom, I wish I had got to meet him like now. Yes. And then, but when he passed, like all his team reached out, the Rough Riders. Yes. So that was really nice for me that everybody still. And then we went to the grave, and I took them and my kids, and we met his kids, and and we kind of laughed because his son was like, "Oh, hi" to her, and then I was looking up like, "Look at you bringing your son and my daughter, his littlest son." Right. Yeah, like remember he came up to you and he was like, "You want to go play?" And I thought, so I was like kind of like laughing, but so. I guess hip hop. I didn't know who he was when I met him, and trust me when I tell you that man made me know. He sat me down like, "You're listening to watching Belly. You're listening to this song, and I knew it. By the time 3, I knew every album, every song. Wow. Yeah, he would have been a great guest. Yeah, yes, he was a really good guy. But yeah, we went from there. I met my friend at Def Jam through him, and then he put me on to Shade 45.
Nice. How long were you there?
On and off, like 2 years. So I worked with Lord Sia and Rude Jude. Okay. Yeah, and so until I got pregnant with my son. So they had me as a guest co-host, but I got like one of the biggest audience in when I did it. Nice. And it was like, I loved it. Like sometimes I really wish I stayed and did radio. Mm-hmm. But then I became a mom, and that was really good. And then I had 1 son, and then a year later I had another son. Okay. So it was just like mommy mode. And but I'm really grateful. Both of my sons and my daughter are into the arts, and my son goes to LaGuardia as an actor. My other one is a filmmaker. Nice. Yes. And then my little one over here is a dancer, and she's an actress.
Okay, let's talk about it. Introduce yourself, young lady.
My name is Callie. I really love to dance. Like, I've been in 2 recitals, and it was really fun for me. Everybody started clapping out of nowhere, and it was, like, really nice. And I had to do an acting performance a couple of days ago for Ocean Spray for cranberry juice. Nice. And we're waiting for the results to get back. And I really think me and my mom are going to do it because my mom did it with me.
Okay. See that? So the talent runs in the family. So what inspired you to do what you do right now? And you're on TikTok.
It really inspired me was my brothers.
Okay.
I see him do a lot of things that I want to do, and my brother Tyler, he's really like he would like to be funny and he likes to dance, and then I like to dance. And then we started to dance together. And then my other brother, Justice, he loves to do art, and I like to do art with him. So nice. I do lots of art with him, too.
Okay, so you multi-talented out here. Yeah. So if there was one thing that you would want to do in life, if somebody said there's one thing you could pick, what would that be?
Dance.
Okay. And where would you want to dance at?
Anywhere that's possible.
What about the Apollo?
Sure.
She may not know about the Apollo.
You don't know about the Apollo, huh? Yeah. That's where all the biggest stars started their careers, from music to dance to acting. You gotta take her to the Apollo.
We did. You were really little when Michael Jackson. We went up there when he passed, and we went with Daddy and your brothers, and we went. But you were very, very baby, so I don't think you would remember. But yes, we got to take you now.
Yes, you got to take her to Amateur Night. I actually experienced it for the first time last year. Wow. Yes, because I interviewed the director of the Apollo, and he was like, you have to come down for Amateur Night. And it was crazy. It's still like, I mean, they have to update it because it's so close, cramped conditions. But, that's part of our New York history, the Apollo. Yeah. Yes. I actually was there for the BET Soul Train Awards.
That's nice.
So it was cool. Yeah. So, what do you have coming up besides the commercial for Ocean Spray?
Nothing really, but there was one thing that I had to do for dance.
Okay.
You have your Moana.
Oh yes, my play in my school I have Moana.
Okay.
We're doing Moana. My teacher says that I mostly need to be there every day. Okay. Because, I'm the important part because I've been alive longer than anybody has on that village.
Okay. So you got the lead role then?
No, not really the lead role. I have one of the lead roles.
Okay. That's cool. Listen, I'm going to be in 4 movies this year myself, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to the 4 movies that I'm going to be in this year. And hopefully all of them is coming out this year. I play a defense attorney in one. I play a traffic cop. I play the drums in another role. And what was the 4th one? I got 4 of them. I can't remember the last one. Oh, yes. How can I forget? I just did that role. I played, we were playing dominoes, and I get shot in my hat. So shout out to Luke. That's fun. Yeah, it's something called self-destruction. Okay. So it's self-destruction, color, I forgot the other 2. It's 4 roles. Okay. The defense attorney, Son, I Got Your Back, and traffic lane. It's a comedy.
Well, now you're going to have to come on our podcast, T-Service, and we have to interview you.
Absolutely. So where can they, you say you're not giving out our social media. Where can they reach you on social media?
You can reach us at the Psycho 6 2022, right? The Psycho 6? Yes. Well, you'll find the Psycho 6, and then mine is the Real London Barbie.
So we definitely got to connect. You know what I mean?
Yes, and check out T-Service. It's going to be a fun spin on our podcast, and then we're going to be giving out tea.
So this hasn't came out?
No, we're just starting. We're just starting it. It's going to be different rappers, artists. We're going to have an amazing...
Well, I need to be a part of that so I can put them in the magazine. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah. I'm trying to cover different events, guys. I've been trying to put people on to what I'm doing, but they don't hear me yet. They don't hear me yet. But if you have a private event, a concert, a podcast, and you have celebrities, artists, or whatever, you bring me on there. I do a write-up, and you guys could have the whole issue of Code 31 Media magazine, which is sponsored by Midwest Superb Cleaning Service. Shout out to Hot Granny and Joe for not only being a sponsor of the magazine, but also for Code 31 Media TV podcast. So
definitely that would be
And this is my family right here. So
hold up, I'm going to bring it back because there's the real ones and the fake ones. I met you at Dream City. That was the gallery.
Okay.
I don't even know how it happened, but somehow you mentioned my last name, or your mother saw a picture, and she said, "Is that Isaac Edward Black's son?" So I came home, and he used to tell me about you because remember I've been drawing all my life, and he told me that Dawn, and I always remember the name.
You giving out my government because everybody don't know everybody, but that's all right.
But listen. He used to talk about this little girl who used to come into the office with these little drawings, and then it connected, and it shows you how small the world is, and you're still doing it. We're not giving out ages, but you're still.
No, I'm good with that. I'm 52 years old, guys. Okay. I'm good. I'm confident in myself.
So we do this. That's what I'm trying to say.
I haven't been drawing in a minute, but I'm getting back to it now.
It's always there. Me and D, I'm going to just say that. Remember our art runs?
Yes.
We go to Michael's.
Yes.
And we would just be scoping, and we would get, you don't understand, the lady was like, "Oh, you're getting this for your kids?" We was like, "No, this is for us."
Yes, this is for us.
Like we was getting glitter, glow in the dark.
I gotta come back because I need you to help me get my mojo back with the art, man.
No, listen. Here's the thing. I'm an artist. I draw. Yes. I pick up the pen and the brush. I'm a fine artist.
Yes.
I do the digital.
Yes.
And now I jumped into film. And it's an extension of the art. And that's what we do. And we're going to talk about Psycho 6
I'm an artist. Later. I'm an actor now, so
yeah, so
yes. We're
that's what it is. But listen, it's so important to have good people around you.
Yes.
And like when I'm working with Davina and her kids, they're the future.
He's putting out my government too. It's London.
I'm sorry, London.
No, you go
but listen, I do clothing also, so I could definitely see.
Yeah, I have. It's really nice. We have a women's line. We were doing really good. Like COVID hit, and so we were doing other few things. But we have leggings, crop tops,
nice,
and they're really, really, really cute.
Nice.
And I'm very blessed to have model like kids and like real like professionals. So I stick them out to wear, put on this. But
I actually just had my homegirl from Creations Magazine come last week to do the show. So she's doing a fashion show in September.
Oh,
so maybe you guys, you can collab
like,
with her on some stuff.
It'd be fun, yeah. So my middle son is a professional. Like he signed to the same agencies with Diddy's kids, the Games kids. Yeah, so,
nice.
Yeah, he does Ralph Lauren. He does literally everything. Target, Gap. Like we see him out.
Shoot, you're gonna have to bring your sons on the show.
Yeah. We actually sometimes. So he just did. Victoria's Secrets has a teen line coming out. So he just did that campaign. So we were in Victoria and we saw him. And we go in. I'm like, "Oh, that's my son." And people were like, "But I never realized it's my son." Like,
nice.
So we be going out and we be like seeing him. And so he's been doing that since little. She just got signed to the agency.
Nice. So. Congrats. Like you're doing it big. You're being very humble and modest. That's a good thing. Keep that.
She is. She's a good girl. She is.
Yes. Because a lot of people, they've never had the attention before, and they get on social media and they blow up, and then they forget.
Yeah. We do laugh sometimes because like when she's like doing something, we always call her like a mini Mariah because she does get a little diva-ish every now and then. The Ocean Spray, you were a little diva-ish every time. Yeah. Oh. And I was like, all right, little Mariah over here.
Yeah, she was flexing a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit on us.
It's all right to stun a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to stun a little bit, but bring it back.
She's a really good kid. They all are. Like, I'm so very lucky that they're all, like, my oldest was on Nickelodeon.
Nice.
He made him lose.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go into that.
Oh, yeah. My son was on a real big Nickelodeon show. He made him lose.
Explain.
Yes, explain. I'll forever be angry about this.
So check this out. Everyone knows this. You may not know, but everyone who knows me knows I have a fascination for the paranormal.
Okay.
I love UFOs. I love time travel. I love ghosts. I love ghost stories.
Okay.
Justice is around me. He's seeing this. What little kid isn't going to think about what if it's real? Okay. You understand? So we went on Nickelodeon, and it was a Christmas show called Top Elf, and we had to flex the UFO stuff.
So it was a big deal now. Imagine there's like big celebrity guests that my son beat out thousands and
Yeah,
thousands
there was thousands of people to get on the show. We flew out to California. First time alone. It's the first time he's been away from mom. We went to California.
Yeah, I let him go with him because she had a commercial for Fiat. So I had to split it up. So I had to stay behind. We were flying out the next week. So I let him go out with E. They went out there.
Now,
go ahead.
They wasn't ready for the UFO angle. So it's see, he knows the truth. He's woke.
Mom forever will be mad.
Listen. They wanted us to go on the show and not be authentic and talk about little elves and stuff. And we're talking about Area 51, UFOs.
On a Christmas kid show.
Oh, God.
Aliens, interdimensional beings, and the public wasn't ready. We was ahead of our times, but I stand by it. I stand by what we did because we was true to it.
But wait, so the head of Nickelodeon said my son was, from the beginning, was rated like from all the execs to be the one to win.
Okay.
What did we happen?
Yes, but...
So they asked them to do a very Merry Christmas. So that was their first challenge. Ariana Grande's brother, they were all there. So I call in and I'm like, I'm from England. Christmas is a big deal. So I'm like, do this, make it, because we call it Father Christmas. So I'm like, make a Father Christmas. It's going to be sick. This one's like, oh, we got this, D. We got this.
Hold up. Do we need to see more reindeers?
Yes.
I mean,
this was what it was. It's Nickelodeon.
To win the show,
And win the yes.
Throw that other stuff in later.
Yes. So then the show comes. Justice calls me like, Mom. So this one has a card, and everybody. So all the judges are like YouTubers. This. So the judges come to this. It's a card he puts. It's a ginormous card, and it has an alien, and it says it's out of this world.
Now, one question.
Yes.
We got to keep it 100. We're going to go around the room with a raise of hands. Isn't it better to have a universal galactic Christmas or just a Christmas? Or
No.
Tell me, am I bugging?
You should see in the comments on Nickelodeon.
On that stage.
Yeah, thank you.
You gotta get your foot in the door first, and then.
Yeah, I nearly lost my mind.
Oh.
He knows.
Okay.
Know that. Come on.
But we had to change it up for the people. We had to do it.
So you saw that they had like the they went for the Christmas cards, and they had their discussion. They were talking so greasy about this damn card.
Yeah.
They were like, it's a Christmas show, not an alien show. And this is all on TV now, mind you, on Nickelodeon.
But they loved it. If you go into the
lying.
forums to this day.
The alien forums loved it. Like
if you go into the forums, they were like.
Do they actually have that show?
Yes.
It was on TV, yes.
No, I mean, is it on YouTube?
Oh, yes. So if you go look at it
now,
it's Top Elf Season 1. There was a Season 2 and everything.
It was what?
So it's called Top Elf Season 1 because then
Top
they went
off?
Elf.
Oh, Top Elf.
Yeah, Season 1. Oh, yeah, you got
Let me just tell you the concept of the show. The concept is Santa is looking for a top elf.
Okay.
Another elf to help him make the toys and stuff.
Okay.
So they do a worldwide search, and then they do competitions.
Okay.
And you have to be the most creative. Now,
Okay.
if you go into the forums, everyone says one thing. My boy was the most creative. Everyone else was going from the cookie cutter and playing games with little reindeers and little, the candy canes.
I wonder who they picked and where are they now?
See?
Oh, we know. They're all still friends. They're all quite grown now. Because this was now they're all 16. He's not anywhere now.
Yeah.
He's not anywhere.
No, he's not. But what did it teach Justice, though, that he didn't want to be an actor?
Oh, yeah. So
My son didn't want to be an actor.
Justice started off like doing the acting thing, and then he found his way behind the camera, and now he knows directing.
He's
is
a dope filmmaker.
Okay.
So he's into directing and getting the angles right.
Nice.
And this is what we do. We have a production company, so all these kids are running around, and he has the big rig and the gimbals, and he's doing his thing.
Okay.
So that's how we move, man.
All right.
I don't regret anything. We did the right thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I regret because we didn't win the money, but it's all right.
Yeah.
You know, that's coming. That's how I always see things.
Yeah. This was a while ago, so I got over it now.
But here's the thing. Later in life, when everyone's successful, they're going to do the flashbacks. And if you look at all of the greats, do you remember when Lauryn Hill got booed at the Apollo and turned it around?
Yes.
You remember when Beyonce lost Star Search?
Yes.
When she was part of Girls' Time?
Yes.
So this is what it is. This is part of the process.
Okay.
Even with DMX. Remember, he came out, the Born Loser, with the spell style. Then 5 years, 7 years later, he's Dark Man X with the dogs. So you got to go through your transformation. So it's not a bad thing.
It definitely taught.
It's the evolution. It's the evolution. And that's what we're about.
It definitely taught Justice that he didn't want to do that either act.
No, but here's another thing. And I'm just going, suppose he had one his first time out. Sometimes you got to go through a little bit of that grit. You know, sometimes it can't be too easy.
Yes.
So you learn to, listen, when I was younger, I used to enter tons of contests. My father used to enter me in every contest imaginable. So I won the McDonald's contest, and you start getting a little gassed. And then I did a Nintendo contest, and I came up as a finalist. But one day he sat me down. He said, Eric, there's a lot more involved in this than just your art. There's politics involved. It could be anything. So be ready to take an L. And that prepared me knowing that even if you are the best, sometimes you don't lose. And sometimes it's not what they're looking for. There's a time and place for everything.
You're right about that.
So it kept me grounded. It kept me grounded as an artist, and it helped out because you got to take the wins and the losses. And I've seen some of my friends who just had everything. They was on top of the world. And their first L they hit when they hit their 30s, and they couldn't recover. So these lessons that you learn when you're young, learn them young.
Okay, so
when you're flexible.
You gave me this gift, so I want you to explain this gift to my audience.
So here's the deal. This is called the cat of the future. It's a cool cat. It's also a female. If you look at it, you can tell there's a little bit of elegance in this thing. It's also transmitting, and on top of it, what do you see? You see a key, the key lock. So this is from my personal collection, and if you look at my animation, there's a lot of symbolization with keys and locks and mystical things happening. So this means that you're the key.
Okay.
You are the key. You're literally the key.
Y'all see this, right? So I am the key.
So, and another thing is what I like to do is I like to merge technology into fantasy. Okay. So this was actually a rendition of like an iPod mixed with a cat. Okay. So that's why it has the black and the white. So that's what that is.
And I'm a cat mommy. So
yeah, so
I appreciate
you know what that is, yeah.
I'm honored that he gave me one of his beautiful collection, art from his collection, Cat of the Future, and he signed it on the back. Yes. So it's official. Official tissue.
Yes.
All right? Y'all mad. Y'all don't got that. Y'all don't got that. But anyway, E, what inspired you to do art from young?
So here's the crazy thing. All right. When I was younger, I've always been an artist. My mother showed me The Wizard of Oz. And it had the lion, the Tin Man, and the Scarecrow, which represented everything. The Tin Man was like a robot. I used to draw that every day. The movie fascinated me. It's one of my favorite movies to this time. Some people laugh. I love that movie, and I still have all the drawings from when I was like 2 and 3 years old.
Wow.
And I saved all those drawings, and one of my neighbors, he saw my drawing, and he said, Eric, why is someone small? And I said, he's not small. He's just further away. So back then at 3, I understood perspective.
Wow.
So right then my parents were like, my father told me the one thing that he didn't want in this world, he said, please don't let my son be an artist.
Wow.
But it wasn't a negative. It's because he knows the journey and he knows the path and he knows what it is. There could be times when I'm eating crackers and soup. You know the artistic journey.
Yes.
That means that you're not going to fit into the corporate world. You might... there's some things as an artist, integrity-wise, you can't do. Now, that happened, and I was an artist. So that's in the thing. So then the second thing happened, which is controversy. She knows this. They laugh about it. The whole family knows about it. I'm chilling out. I walk into my backyard, look up. What's above me? A UFO.
Oh.
A circle within a circle within a circle, each circle spinning different ways. Yellow orb on the bottom. Called my neighbors, Mr. Marfisi. He saw it. By the time everyone else came, it zipped away. Now, to this day, my father said he came outside to see the UFO. There was no UFO outside. But what he did notice is my room was barricaded. I put books on the windows. I put books on the windows. I was sleeping with like 5 comforters. But another thing is that close encounter, or whatever you want to call it, it changed my mindset. So I had a lot of run-ins with police officers and cops, and they weren't good, outings. Because remember, we came from the 80s, crack era, Queens. It was crazy.
Yes.
Like there were zombies walking around.
Yes.
So everyone was looked at in a certain way. And let me just give you an example. One of the foul things they did it to one of my friends, my man, Face, sorry, but I got to tell a story. They made him take off his shoes and walk home in the snow barefoot.
Wow.
Now, this is one of those things now, it will be on social media, but this was back then. But right when I had that close encounter, my imagination flipped, and I was like, no matter what you do to me, there's something out there greater than you. And this is independent of God. Like, there's things out there greater than you, and you think you're tough, and a ship just went and left and zoomed up, and there's multiple planets, so ha-ha. So that, and I had another friend named Corey, and they used to tease him all the time. he used to collect comic books. This is before comics was cool. So he used to have the poly bags and everything and the comic books. And they used to like joke on him like, yo, you got to be into girls, you're into comics. And that saved this guy's life. Like, because of the comics and what he loved, and me and him were friends, he didn't go on the streets.
Yes.
He had that. And now it's all pop culture, and he has like a comic room with the statues in his house.
Nice.
But that's what inspired me.
Is he in New York?
Yeah, he's in New York.
Listen, I'm going to need you to bring all these people on Code 31 Media TV podcast.
Look, he'll tell you,
doing.
It was so crazy because now it's cool. Now that he has a comic
Now
collection,
it's cool, but
it was
back
cool.
then
But 20, 30 years ago, they
Yes,
was laughing.
yes.
Why you still doing this? Why you collect X-Men, Wolverine?
Now he got money.
Yeah.
You know, those things are worth so much money now.
Yeah, so he did it, and he stood by his grounds. And one day we was talking, and they was on him, and I was like, and I was like, yo, there's nothing wrong with that. You do you. And I let him know,
Yes.
do what you gotta do. Like,
Yes.
you love this. And
Yes.
just like me, I used to go out, and I used to have these, this is crazy. I used to go to Kings Park with cameras and stuff. And I was just sky watching on some, had like an EV meter. I was crazy. And some guys approached me, like some hardcore guys, and it was like, yo, what are you doing in the park with that camera?
Right.
But I explained to them, I said, listen, I'm out here looking for ghosts, and they just looked at me like, do you? And they let me live. So that
Well, you know they saying that they've been spotting UFOs.
Well, listen, right now they changed it from UFOs to UAPs because they changed the branding. So the stigma is away from it. And now they kind of admitted there are things leaving our atmosphere and flying around out there. So that's still a fascination with me. I also did a little UFO documentary. That was dope, that involved kids. And listen, we live in a big universe. Open your mind and accept new possibilities.
Right.
But that kind of stuff inspired me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do we get to the murals?
Okay, so check this out. So, been an artist all my life. I have a friend. I used to be in a rap group. I used to be a rapper. Hardcore, crazy rapper called 6 Feet Deep.
Okay.
It was chaos, mayhem, and trauma. Like, we was nuts.
Okay.
AKA Corrupt from Queens. Like,
Okay.
we was doing
So
our
what
thing.
was your name?
I was Chaos.
Chaos, okay.
Chaos. So, we started doing our thing, and
Okay.
we almost had a deal.
Okay.
Almost had a deal, but unfortunately, one of our members got sick.
Okay.
And had a brain tumor.
Okay.
He recovered from it fully, but he passed later, like 20 years
rest
later.
in peace.
So my friend Bert, aka Trauma, he knew a guy who was a film director. This was unheard of. He used to call us and let us come on set and do film production stuff. So after that, they hired me as an effects artist.
Okay.
So I'm an effects artist using like a $100,000 flame inferno machine to do special effects for Bally's, McDonald's.
Nice.
I kept doing it. And remember, I'm a fine artist, but once, listen, a commercial artist is a commercial artist. It might be hard for a commercial artist to go into fine arts, but for a fine artist, it's like a natural progression. So that was my edge. So I did that. I kept drawing. My friend Adrian, who you know, who does Do My Best, he inspired me to pick up the paintbrush again.
Okay.
Started drawing, started painting, started getting my name out there.
Okay.
And I got an email from J-Cal about an opportunity to do the mural.
Nice.
And I knew that I was going to need help on the mural. So Justice, her son, is an artist. So I said, you're going to come and help me do this mural. So the first time we went to this wall, remember there's 15 panels and it's a whole block. Can you please explain what happened when we went to that? I just want, imagine, I'm telling them we're doing a mural. In the original proposal, because there was a mural there already, you had no idea that you were doing 15 panels.
Wow.
So you thought that maybe you were doing 3. So we go to the wall. Tell them what you saw at that wall.
It was, I can't even tell you. Like when I said, how are you doing this in this amount of time? When I tell you this thing was huge, it looked, and then, you know, my son at the time was what, 15, 14?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm like, you and a 14-year-old. And then my other son, he's not an artist, but he came, he was going to have him come in. I said, how are you going to do this? And he was like, we're going to do it. And then Adrian.
Yeah.
And then it was really daunting. It was like bigger than this whole entire wall. Like it was, and I'm talking about panels from like,
It was
huge.
Listen, it was huge. Now
Yeah,
listen,
crazy big. And
everyone was like, some people were kind of like, remember, we knew what the obstacles was, but we kept it positive. And then Adrian said, Eric, you just got to finish, put the paint on the walls. And remember, this is daunting. And they gave us, I'm telling them, this is going to be 2 months to do. But every day we chiseled. And then at the last week, I said, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
Done.
Oh, and Nicole.
And Nicole. We had another Nicole you helped us. And we were at the end and it felt bad. Like this was a never ending project that was insane. But we met so many people. We inspired a lot of people. People would wake up. They'd be like, I would love riding by in their car and just seeing the graffiti. And then listen, when we're doing it, they're telling me to maintain the wall, that's part of it. But some people, naysayers, were like, well, they're going to come and do graffiti. And there was just so much respect for the mural.
The people were so kind. They would stop. It was hot, really hot. And they would stop by, like the lady with the ices, free ices every day.
Yeah. Nice. And the woman would bring us water.
Yeah, they were really, really kind.
I mean, Q-Tip, he came on the line. He didn't come to the thing. He was real about it. He said, I don't wake up that early because the ribbon cutting was early, but he came on the live and gave us love. And
nice.
Did you see LL came? Yeah. One night he crept up at the night and was like, yo, this is Future. Nice. It was dope. It was dope.
Have you ever met him?
No, I haven't met LL. No.
Yo, LL, we gotta set that up. Like,
LL.
And Sweet Tea was really nice.
Sweet Tea. I was there.
Oh yeah.
I met Sweet Tea.
Oh, listen.
I met her.
I will go to the mural and I'm like, who are these people at my mural at night? I turn around, it's Sweet Tea, and I'm talking 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. Because remember, I would just drive by because it would inspire me. Like whenever I get a chance, I just pull up. I pull up and just like, wow, yo, this is dope. I'm like feeling myself.
They're gonna keep that up there forever, or do you?
All right, so here's the deal. The contract was really a 2-year contract.
Okay.
But it looks like it might be there for a while.
Okay.
It might be there for a
while. That's big right there.
Yeah.
So you pull up and see your own artwork up there on the wall.
It was
LL, Sweet Tea. Tell who you've drawn up there.
Oh man, we put listen, we have LL, we have Q-Tip, we have Sweet Tea, we have WB Du Bois, we have
Camille Brown.
Camille Brown, who's she's a ballerina and a dancer. We have Jackie Robinson, who's up there, and
the tennis player.
Yeah, the tennis player.
Yes, and I'm sorry, it slips my name now. Look at you putting me on the spot.
Well, you got your phone.
Yeah.
Somebody got it on their phone. Somebody.
Yeah.
I don't have. No, I don't.
Yeah.
What was their name?
Yeah. So nah, but
you know what, guys? He gave
and Count Basie. Count Basie's on there.
I'm gonna show y'all on TikTok. Don't worry, I got y'all.
Yeah, so that was dope. Right now, I'm actually doing a project at a new store in Queens. It's called Pit Stop and Shop. Okay. And I did the entire wall. Insane. Next level. So we're pushing. And I skipped around a little bit. Okay. But we also have a show that we're working on. All right. We've been in post-production for almost a year now. You know, as artists, we like to see our work out there. Okay. But there's stumbling blocks, but we're still here. Okay. And the story is called The Psycho 6, and it's about 6 friends who decide to do the unspeakable to protect one of their friends. Okay. So
fire, I'm telling you.
We're still grinding that out. Okay. And the people are going to see something they've never seen before. It's going to shock, and they're going to love it.
Well,
and these kids are so talented. I'm really blessed because I got 3 of my kids are in it. Okay. So, I'm so,
got the whole family.
Yeah. Yeah, but even, we just have so many talent. We have, actually the rapper and singer Akon. His daughter's in it. Nice. Yeah, so that was exciting. We got her in it. We got just a bunch of really talented kids. And it's just, we have a new artist that we're managing too. And he's in it. But he's singer, songwriter. Just, it's a lot going on.
Yeah, we're flexing the creative juices now.
All right, y'all.
And we're just moving in this new paradigm.
Go on YouTube right now. Yes, I'm about to go on YouTube right now, see what they're talking about.
Okay. Excellent.
Nice. So what's up next?
Oh man, like right now it's just pushing everything the furthest we can go and just doing new ideas and writing new scripts and doing the podcast and just reaching the people.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
We got like I said, we definitely got to bring him to our new artist. He changed his name, so no.
Yeah, I know. Listen, this is the new generation.
He started off as Jovi Sky, then he changed it to Love X World. What is the new name?
I forgot the new name. It was so crazy, but yeah.
But he's a dope artist that we have, so we would be super dope actually for you to do a thing. I'm telling you, he's gonna be something big.
Okay.
And yeah, he's a little different to the generation's music, but at the same time, the same, different, but he's just super dope, so.
Okay.
Yes.
Yo, E, we live on Facebook. What you want to tell your Facebook people?
Oh, my gosh. Hey, everyone on Facebook. It's good to see. Oh, my gosh, live.
You live on Facebook. This is where our people are, you know?
So yeah, we just keeping it moving. And I promise everyone, I am going to increase my social media presence. I am a computer guy, tech guy, and for some reason, every time I press the button, I just move my finger away. But I'm still here. So I got the kids holding that down for me. But I'm going to jump in.
I said hello. You know, Mom actually was sick and she was in the hospital for like a week. So that was like a couple of weeks ago. But she's home with my niece now. So
Okay.
shout out to Mommy.
Yes.
But it's amazing. Like you said, it's a small world that and then we came together. Do you think you would ever do another storefront?
Of course we're doing it.
you are? Okay.
Yes, we're doing it. We have to do this for the people.
Okay.
There's no stopping.
When is this going to come about?
I don't know. Listen. It could be in months. It could be in years, but it's going to happen. And this time it's going to be foolproof because we're going to own the property. We're going to step it up.
We got to own it.
You see?
That's it.
We're going to step it up.
That's it. Now, you said you do animation.
Oh, yeah. So,
Like-
all right. I got to go into the animation thing. It is over 20 years since the birth of Marcus Pueblo. I put out the DVD in 2004. I put out the comic book in 2004. Last maybe 2 months ago, someone wrote an article and they said it was called Newgrounds, which was a site where you would submit work, and they said The Forgotten, and they mentioned me. And then there's another game called Newgrounds Rumble, and someone suggested, why is it Marcus Pueblo in the game? So the fans are still there. I still have, there's a whole generation of people who are going to be introduced to Marcus Pueblo. And so I'm going to be remastering all of that in 4K so everyone can enjoy it. Right now, there's some people online who are kind of like bootlegging it. And they're fans, and I let them do their thing on YouTube, but I have the master files. I'm going to be releasing it in 4K, and we're going to make it happen.
All right, because I want to do animation. I want to change all my interviews into animation.
Listen, there's a program called Adobe Character Animator. You watch the videos on that, and then your mind is just going to open, and you're going to see the possibilities.
Yeah, I need to do that. I want to learn how to do that because, you know, I'm reaching out to people, and I don't know.
Listen, the only way to get it done is for you to do a proof of concept and jump on the computer and make it happen. And you're going to love doing it. You're going to be disappearing.
You want to teach me how to do animation?
I will show you. Listen, I am the best Adobe Flash animate person because what I do is I get you up and running in 2 hours.
Oh.
And you understand the concepts.
Okay, that's what I need. See, this is why. You have something to say?
I have a question for Eric.
Oh, talk to me.
So Eric, you do all type of arts, right?
Yes.
What's your favorite art that you most done?
I love graffiti art. Minus the trains. I love doing funky characters. Are we still going to break or no? Or
We still talking right now, so you tell me.
okay, but we skipped the break though, right?
No, we. What time is it? 7:50. Yeah, I guess.
Oh, we skipped the break because.
But you know what?
Yeah.
If you want to go get your artwork, you can. Cause
Can I? You mind if I go grab it and y'all hold it down so I can show a few things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
We'll be right back. He gonna go get his artwork real quick because it's 2 minutes to 8. But you know what? Mav said there was other interviews that I had that I have a little bit more time, so just hurry up.
Yeah.
I don't know why you didn't bring it in from
I
the
know.
beginning.
Listen, tell them the adventure of what happened.
Be
today.
careful. Okay, yeah, tell me the adventure.
No, tell them our adventure.
What was our adventure?
Why we wasn't here at 6:30, and it's funny. It's a funny story.
Can I tell you
But
what?
it involves kids,
I know what.
It's just,
and it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. It's just funny. It's kids.
I know, is that Danny outside?
Can I explain the story with
He's
you?
just gonna run get artwork real quick and just show it, and then we're done.
Wait,
Yeah,
was
yeah.
that Danny? He looked like my friend Danny. Oh, I know. He used to be a rapper back in the day. But anyway. You want, yeah, tell.
So, the only way you can start off.
Oh, okay. So we were late. So my son went thrifting. So
In Brooklyn.
yes, he went to Urban Jungle. to look for some stuff, and then he told Eric.
He told.
He's saying like a thrift shop?
Yeah. He's into these big thrift stores because he really likes designing. He's on that. So he's a filmmaker, designer. He has his own like style. So he likes to go and get pieces and then, put them together. So so Eric was like, "Oh, let me grab you." Good.
So Eric told Mom because she couldn't make it there in time, and Eric had stuff to do, so he canceled the stuff.
To come to here.
Yeah, so he canceled stuff to come here and to pick up Justice. So Justice and my mom told Justice like 10 minutes before he came, he's gonna be there at 4:10.
And then when Eric got there, he's like, "Oh, I'm in the store." So Eric's like, "Where are you?"
There.
In the store. He's like, "Oh, I'm in the other store, 45 minutes away."
And then he says, "Oh, I'm gonna hop on the train and come and meet you." And Eric canceled stuff because he was gonna be here on time, and Eric canceled stuff just to pick up him.
To blame Justice for being late.
Okay, no problem. But you wasn't really late.
So you gotta blame. So Justice, if you listen, we're blaming you.
All right, so that means you gotta make me a piece of something. And you gotta.
Oh, he will. He will. He's really.
I will wear it on here. Listen. Let me tell you something. If you have clothing lines or anything that you want Code 31 to wear on the podcast, hit me on at code31media@gmail.com, or if you're on my social media, Code 31 Media on IG, on TikTok, just hit me in the inbox. Send me the gear. What's up, cuz? How y'all doing? What's up, Robert? We are live on S.STREET Media on YouTube right now. It's the Code 31 Media TV podcast. Y'all see my guests are here. Eric went to go get some of his artwork. He gave me one of his personal pieces, which is a cat piece. And I got the key. See, I'm the key to this media game, y'all. So I'm grateful for the piece, and I'm probably gonna keep it on my show every week. Y'all gonna get tired of it. But like I said, anybody that wants to sponsor Code 31 with some clothing, just hit me in the inbox, or catch me wherever you're gonna be. If you want advertisement done on here, you want me to promote your stuff, just hit me in the inbox. We building right now. I'm bringing so many different guests on the show that you wouldn't expect to be on Code 31 Media, and we build it. Right. Look, she's been with Marley Marl, Shade 45. Eric is doing his thing. They're doing movies and music and everything. So this is what I'm trying to do, build something special on Code 31 Media TV podcast on S.STREET Media. So Eric needs to hurry back with the artwork so that we can do what we do. All right? And again, my official sponsor is Midwest Superb Cleaning Service. Shout out to Hot Granny. Shout out to Joe. And we got the magazines.
Yeah, can we talk about how great this magazine is?
Thank you so much.
I was reading it as Eric was talking,
yes.
And I was going through it. It was very nice when I was
Now,
reading
see,
it.
the TikTok edition is like personal stories, and it gets real deep.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean? So, it's a little bit
for her,
too advanced for her. But the amazing thing about the 21 TikTokers that we picked is they've been through so much.
Wow.
And they're still standing. And that's why we personally picked them for the first one.
I'm excited to read it.
We're doing part 2 now.
Oh, I'm excited to read this.
Now. But like I said, y'all can get the first issue and the second issue only on madcloud.com. E is back.
Ooh, yes. You must have ran.
E is back. Booking.
Yes, because it's 8:03.
Yes, 8:03.
Yeah, we were like, you better
run.
Oh my
gosh.
Oh, it's beautiful mother.
So yes, I just want to show you the range. This is a picture of my mother. She passed away 4 years ago.
Okay.
Still in my heart. We love mommy.
Yes.
This is an insane abstract piece. Wow. Sometimes you just have to let the colors flow, and it tells a story.
Yes.
And then I was telling you,
my favorite.
You know it. The graffiti art.
Nice.
Yeah. I still have fantasies about hitting the train one last time.
Wow.
Yes.
Wait, so you know what we're going to do? Let me go. Okay, see y'all later, Facebook.
Yeah.
Let's go back to TikTok.
Yes. Okay.
Because they need to see this.
Yeah, let me get back online.
That's my favorite piece.
Yes. Oh, thank you.
And your mother.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to go back on too.
Okay. All right, so E is back with his artwork.
Yes.
So run it back unless you're going to go backwards.
Okay, yes, I'm going to run it back.
All right, run it back.
I started out with a portrait
of
my late mother. Yes. Love you dearly. You know we love our mothers.
Yes.
Yes. We have the abstract piece.
Yes.
There's an art to this. Yes. If you can see a little cityscape in the background.
Yep. Back it again.
It's upside down.
Oh.
Well, I guess it could be anywhere, really.
I like the other one. Because like I see eyes.
I saw eyes too. Yes.
You gotta let the inner spirit speak to you and tell you
And
what it is.
Then I see a painting in the corner.
See? You got it.
Okay, he's filming you to show it to him.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we got my favorite, which is the graffiti inspired stuff.
Okay.
Where you just go crazy and do a crazy background.
This
and
is
put
how
characters.
I met you.
Yeah, you
like
met me
this.
funky style.
Yes.
Doing crazy graffiti and
Yes.
Oh man.
Do you still talk to your partner?
Yeah. Me and
Okay.
Oh, listen, big shout out to the Set Magazine, thesetmagazine.com. If you're a biker, four-wheeler, check out the Set Magazine. Also, check out the Boulevard, which is an animated urban
Yes.
cartoon series led by showrunner Piper.
Are they in New York?
Yes.
Listen, you gotta bring all of these people on my show.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yep.
Y'all gotta understand. I'm not playing with y'all.
Okay.
I'm bringing people that y'all don't even think I'm gonna bring on Code 31 Media TV podcast only on S.STREET Media. I already bought you Keith from FUBU. I done brought so many people on here already that y'all didn't think I was gonna bring. So now, am I part of the team now?
Yeah. Listen. Me and you.
Yes.
We're gonna have a little animation session.
Okay.
We might get crazy to even live stream that.
Okay.
So yes.
Listen, once he shows me how to do the animation thing, y'all know it's officially over for y'all. Okay, because I already draw, but now he gonna bring out the animation in me, and I can actually bring my things to life. Like nobody's doing. Like I've been telling people about bringing all my interviews to animation. So people been trying to copy, but they don't have my $1 million mind. So they're not gonna pull it off. Like we're gonna do. See, I had to bring my family here. You know what I'm saying? He gonna bring the fire out of me with the animation and the drawing, and he done gave me my secret weapon.
Yes.
Okay, which is the cat with the key. I'm the key.
Yes.
Remember that. Y'all gonna be sick of me because I'm gonna have this on every show. Cause
beautiful.
You know, I'm a cat mommy, and I'm the key. I'm the key to this media thing, y'all. So y'all need to book Code 31 Media to come and cover your events. Because not only am I going to cover it, but you're going to be featured in the magazine. Ain't nobody doing that for y'all. Y'all going to have the whole issue of the magazine. Ain't nobody doing that for y'all. Where can they reach y'all on social media before we end?
Well, listen. Tell them the social media.
Okay, we have the Psycho 6 where we're on now. So everybody, so it's Psycho 6 2022. That's our show. Okay. And then you can reach me on mine, The Real London Barbie.
Okay.
Yes, and you can catch Eric Black at Eric Black 1947. It's BLAK, so Black without the C.
Okay.
And you can check out some cool stuff.
All right, listen, before y'all go, I need y'all to say on 3.
I know
it's Code 31. Let's get it. Y'all ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3.
It's Code 31.
Stay tuned. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. I thank y'all. Who do I have coming on next week? I don't know. Oh, yes, I do. But y'all got to find out later on in the week. But for right now, y'all can go watch all my interviews. This is episode number 6. Y'all can find all 6 on S.STREET Media on YouTube. It's Coach D and it's Code 31. Thank you again to my official sponsor, Midwest Superb Cleaning Service. Shout out to Hot Granny. Like I said, y'all go get these magazines. Code 31 Media issue 1 and 2 on madcloud.com. I'll talk to y'all next week. It's Coach D and it's Code 31.